Hey guys, welcome back to another Cooking with Caleb episode. So, today we're doing my cranberry sauce. So I've got in my pot here 2 bags of cranberries. So just your regular cranberries. I'm actually, how much? So I'm doing about 24 ounces of cranberries. You need Blue Water Farms, or if you have it in your grocery store where you're shopping, Ocean Spray. They're both very, very good. Okay, guys. Alright. Alright guys, so what I do is I've already got my cranberries here in the pot. So here's my cranberries. Both bags are in there. And I use apple juice as a sweetener in this. It's actually really good. And do about half a frozen thing of apple juice, guys. So what this allows it to do is actually sort of see, that's about half a can there, guys. So if you guys want to at a later date just mix it up, you're more than welcome to. It's not gonna hurt anything. Just apple juice soaked. And this is actually healthier than that jelly, what I call jelly crap that you get in the stores. I do not like the jelly, never have and never will. And then of course my cinnamon. So it's really easy, guys. So always make sure you keep your stove on about a medium to medium high heat, and you just add your cinnamon to taste here. I like a little bit more of a cinnamon to this tart because it'll actually help bring it out somewhat. So you just keep that going until the cranberries start to pop. And then, let's see, where are they? What I'm looking for, guys, right now are my strainers that I use for actually pushing the cranberry sauce through. If I can find, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay guys, one moment. So guys, it's going to be through something like this. It's going to be about this thin. It's what you can find in your dollar store pretty quick. If you guys are hearing popping, that means my cranberries are actually popping, which is what I want. But then I've also got stirring, so I'm just taking a wooden spoon here and stirring it up, guys, so I can get them all popped, as well as my apple juice mixed and everything else that way. You want to try to incorporate this all together so it comes out really good. So the reason why I do this cranberry sauce actually is because it's a lot healthier, for you don't have all the high fructose corn syrup in there, as well as all the other added sugars that come with the store-bought cranberry sauce. Especially if you got kids who have allergies. This is actually really good because it's all natural. And if you're trying to stay on a more natural diet, this is actually really good for you too.
My dad got this one year when he was working for American Express.
one time, and it's just something he really, really enjoyed. He got the recipe from a guy, and things like that. So I've right now got it all incorporated together. So now it's just you gotta let it wait and pop, continue popping, and it takes some time, guys. You can't rush this. It does take time. If you want to sort of speed up the process to get it going more, you can't turn up the heat. So I'm going to do that right now. So I got in between my medium and my high right now. So right now sitting at a medium high heat. And this is, you just, when it's done popping, you push it through your strainer. Like this, guys. You just push it through, and you want to make sure you scrape the bottom of your strainer every once in a while so you can get the sauce into your bowl that you're putting it in. And then what I do is I actually, once I get it all done, I actually put it into about a pint-sized jar, and I just refrigerate it. And it's really good, especially frozen. So I try to make it sometimes the night before, but I don't always get around to it. And oh yeah, guys, happy Thanksgiving. So this is actually a really good one to do sometimes the day of if you like to have it fresh. Let's see here.
No, I'm not gonna say because you're doing your video.
Alright, guys. So, you guys want to see what it looks like here in the pot? I'm going to show you right now. So, this is what it really looks like on the interior of the pot. So you just keep it stirring, and you do get a bit of a syrup in the bottom there, but that actually is ignored. And this is what will happen to your cranberries. You can actually just go like this sometimes, push them up against the side. If they're done, they will pop easily. If not, sorry guys, let me show you again. So here's one that's popped. If I can find it, there it is. So the darker one has popped while the lighter one hasn't yet. They're not up to the right consistency yet, but it is coming along, and it does take some time, guys. Like I said earlier, you just can't rush this. What I recommend doing, because it will stain your, if you use a wooden utensil to push it through, it will stain it red. So if you don't want your utensils to become stained red, get a red rubber spatula and do it that way. That way you don't have to worry about it being stained, because it's already red, so what's the point in it being destroyed? I got it really cheap at my local Dollar Tree, and I've had it, let's see, now for about 6 years, I think. Yeah, it's been 6 years. Because I made this my first Thanksgiving with Stephanie for her family. Because she's got a couple of cousins who can't do sugar, and she's got family who's really health conscious too. They're like into the essential oils and eating more organic, and like if you if you can do chickens in your neighborhood, that's great. So like fresh chicken eggs and grass-fed beef and free-range chickens. It's a lot healthier. And if you guys are hunters and following this, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh, some of these are getting cracked along. That tells me they're getting close. So it's coming along really nice here. Oh. I've been debating on, guys, whether or not I should do a whole cranberry sauce or just the cranberry sauce itself. I've been debating on that for a few years, but I'm going to stick with what I know, which is the cranberry sauce itself, not a whole cranberry one. Because the cranberries are very, very tart. Just by themselves. They are great for like garland or things like that if you want to do that for your tree. But don't do them cooked. Guys, don't do them cooked. Just take your basic sewing needle and thread it through. Make sure at the end, right when you start, you got a knot and so they don't fall off. Just like doing a popcorn garland if you guys have ever done that too. My recommendation though, fishing line for those. Either cranberry garland or a popcorn garland, always use fishing line because it's a stronger weight and it holds up better to it too. I don't know why, it just does. And what I like to do is I like to have two bowls going. So I have one bowl right here, guys, that I'll probably put like my juice, my sauce into as I'm mashing it, pushing it through. And then I'll have another one for the husks. And I try to reuse my husks as much as possible, trying to get it all out so I don't have any left over. You want to try to get as much out of this as possible. Okay, so let's test this. Oh, these are getting closer, guys. Oh, you guys heard that pop? Oh yeah, these are getting, I think these are done, guys. So probably medium high heat, not a medium heat or high heat. Right in the middle is the best. I forgot. It's been a year since I last made this. But it can last a good long time depending on how much you guys really like cranberry sauce. It refrigerates really good. And things like that. But you also keep an eye on your sauce, guys, because it will mold because it is a natural one. But it does stay longer than your store-bought in the refrigerator. I kept last year's batch for about 4 months before I had to finally get rid of it. So if you guys are keeping track, so Thanksgiving time, Christmas, that's one. Then to about the end of January is 2. I had till about St. Patrick's, guys. That's a good long time for a cranberry sauce to last, especially if it's homemade. So, I'm just here in my kitchen, guys, as always. Unlike that's my stuffing one, I was actually sitting on a sheet in my living room and doing it. Because I did not want to be standing and doing that video. I know, I'm a big wimp. But when you do a lot of these cooking shows, guys, it does start doing a number. And when you're constantly over a hot stove or standing for a long time, especially if you've got health problems, anytime you can take a sit and do a video, I'd say go for it. And this is just really, so guys, this is what it's starting to look like in there. It's a little gooey. Let me show you how it looks. So guys, it should just sort of do that, and it'll thicken up as it settles. Don't worry if at first it's really runny. So guys, that's how I do it so far. I'll show you exactly what I mean by pressing it through in a little bit, and I'll get back in touch with you guys. Okay guys, sorry it took me a little bit, but I am back. So this is what I do, guys. It is a little hot right now, so I just place it on my screen like this. If I had my wire mesh balls, I'd be doing it that way, but since I don't, I gotta do it this way, guys. I might have accidentally thrown out my sieves, but I only paid like $1 for them. So this is what I mean by you just push it through, guys. And every once in a while, guys, I will take it to my sink and spray it off the screen so it's easier, so I don't have so much cranberry stuff going through it. It makes it easier to maneuver, and well, this is, like I said, a lot healthier. So guys, like I said, I operate out of 2 bowls. And I just keep doing that, and so this is round 1. I do about two to 3 rounds, guys. I was trying to. So guys, I'm gonna just try it this way, see what happens. So guys, this is just my grease splatter screen I'm using this year. Seeing how it works. I'm just seeing how this works, guys. Really, any fine mesh screen works great with this. You guys are hearing Christmas music in the background because I actually like listening to Christmas music a lot. And this is just, and keep doing this. As you can see, there is, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I do have some steam coming off of this stuff right now. And I know I'm not talking a lot to you guys because this does take a little bit of concentration though too, guys. Because you want to try to get as much of this cranberry pressed. And you guys remember how big that pile was. It was a good pile. Now, I got down to this, guys. Well, this is where sometimes 2 spots just comes in handy. So let me show you what I mean. So guys, see? I gotta come down and just scrape it. But this is what it'll turn into. A nice a sort of dark maroon color. Okay, guys, so I do, like I said, I do take this out over and I do spray it out so I'm not having a hard time pushing my cranberries through it for the sauce. You want to try to make it as easy as possible when you do this, so you're not having a hard time pushing it through. So guys, if you remember what it looked like, I just sprayed it off really quick. Took my sprayer out from my sink. If you guys have the faucet with a sprayer, definitely take that sprayer to it. It's going to make it a heck of a lot easier on cleanup on these mesh screens. Okay. Okay. Alright, so guys, this is the last of the first round. I'll show you guys what it looks like here in the bowl. But you just keep doing it until you think you've got enough cranberry sauce. Okay, I'm going to change out to my other spatula right now, guys, because it's getting a little harder. And you just want to keep pushing it through, guys. As always, keep pushing. Just push. And I just want to keep this going. Also, you guys hear another sound in the background while I was watching Grumpy Old Men. And so every once in a while I will scrape this back up into a pile and just go from there. I prefer doing it in those sieves because it's a little easier to control, but I gotta do what I gotta do because I can't find my sieves. I think I accidentally might have thrown them out last season when I made this because they were just so badly damaged after about 5 years of doing it. But these, I'm using Everyday Living rubber spatulas that you can get at your Dollar Tree, guys. And I paid $1 for the sieves and $1 for these spatulas, so it's like they were 2 in a bundle. And so technically speaking, I was paying like 50 cents for these individually, but I got this one and this one. So I got this one's got a curve on it, and this is my flat. I got these for $1, so it's a really good deal. And if you can save money your materials, go for it. Don't let your materials get the best of you. Sometimes the less money you spend, it won't hurt your pocketbook or wallet that much in the end, because you know you're going to get a good product. And I'm not talking about going cheap on your merchandise, your food stuff, guys. Always go for the best quality. If you can get Ocean Spray, get Ocean Spray. If you can't, get another brand of cranberries. I couldn't get my Ocean Spray cranberries this year, so I went with another brand. And I always like my fresh cranberries versus, like I said, the jellied cranberry sauce. There's just a problem I have with having all those preservatives in with your cranberries. You don't need that many preservatives, guys. Not unless you're trying to preserve yourself, which is really interesting because your body doesn't need all those preservatives. So, guys, okay, guys, so like again I did last time, I'm just gonna scrape that off. And just go very slowly so you can get it all off, so you can save as much of it as possible. And let me get you the jar so it's just easier that way, so I can just do it that way. So guys, here's my jar. I'm just going to put this batch into my jar. Be extremely careful when doing this because it can get messy and it does take a steady hand on doing it. And my recommendation is, guys, if you got little kids around, don't do with them up, because they will get underfoot and you'll have burns because you're dealing with a hot mixture, and you don't want your kids to get burned either. And we all want our kids to be safe. We don't want them to get hurt. So guys, I'm just using a regular mason jar. You can get like at Walmart, or if you got like a Desert Industries or Goodwill near you, stop by there. And they're really cheap. Also, if you've got a friend who's really into canning, or your family's into it, it helps out too, because then you can ask them straight up for a jar so you can store your cranberry sauce in it. Never throw out the jar if your cranberry goes south. Always just rinse out the jar, and if you got a dishwasher, throw it into there. If not, wash it out by hand. I think I got quite a bit out this time, guys, on just my first run. I might call that quits, because I'm looking at what I've got left for the husks. That's what I usually end up with. But some of my in-laws actually like the jellied, but a lot of them are starting to come over to the more natural way of eating, because like I said earlier, it is healthier. Okay, guys, always, like I say, always try to keep your stuff clean. And guys, that's what it should look like. Oh, that is good. And guys, this is what I got this year. That's not bad. And as always, I just throw a dome lid and ring on. You can get these also in your canning sections in your stores. And I would actually recommend, if you're going to make this, guys, get your lids and rings at like Walmart. They're dirt cheap. Like, you can get like 10 rings for like $1. Same with the domes, dome lids. It's really easy, and like I said, this is gonna be the best cranberry sauce you're ever gonna have, hands down. Right, hon? Oh, I think I just sealed it by accident. Okay, guys. Until you're ready to use it, my recommendation is this. Keep it in your refrigerator where you can see it at all times so you can check on it. I can put mine right here or right here on my door. That's where I keep it. So it's okay. It's right here for right now, guys, until later on today. But that's my cranberry sauce I do every year for Thanksgiving. And you know what, guys? Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoy your Christmas. I'll probably bring more cookies up later on this season. I'm not sure which ones I'll be bringing up, but I'll also try to include more videos of what I'm doing here at home. Like you've seen me do already, I've done stir fry, I've done my gingerbread, I've done my oatmeal raisin. I'm going to redo that actually, my oatmeal raisin recipe. I'm going to redo that one. If you guys do not like oatmeal raisin, try the oatmeal raisin cookie recipe, and it will guarantee be the only oatmeal raisin cookie you will want to eat ever again. Please, guys, let me know what you want me to show you guys next. I can show you multiple things. I can do a marinara sauce. I can do spaghetti sauce. Let's see what else. It's just kind of crazy right now. Because we're just trying to get really into the holiday season and everything else like that. And if I don't get a video up right away, guys, know that I'm working on something in my head, trying to figure out what to put out for you guys. You guys do make this happen, and I'm so grateful for what you guys do to help me out on this channel. Again, a big mentor of mine on this is Benji. He's one of the other. He does a cooking channel as well as another channel called Video Influencers, and he's been teaching me a lot on what's good and what's not good to be posting. And guys, follow this guy like crazy. He's got some really good stuff. He's got stuff for like when you're going on a trip as well. I've also got another channel, guys. If you're brand new to this, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell.